So I've been set a task to find the best budget putter of 2024. Now I've been gaming this Lab Golf putter all year, and we all know how expensive they are. I think this one here is upwards of £700. But today, let's go to the opposite end of the spectrum. I've devised a little bit of a challenge that tests short putts, medium putts, and long putts to see if this budget end of the spectrum can still perform. Caveat to this, I am absolutely loving my Lab Golf putter. Well, it's gonna have to be good, this budget putter, for me to change, but let's see. Now, I bet you didn't think this brand was going to be the putter we're trying. Okay, Wilson. Now, first off, I really do like this big, thick grip. The first thing I would pick up though, this head cover doesn't feel super premium. I'm not a fan of, well, Velcro. I really feel it makes it feel a little bit cheaper, and it definitely feels quite plasticky. But again, we are at the budget end of the spectrum. Does a head cover actually even matter? All it is there to protect it, and probably we would lose it anyway. So within this Wilson range of putter, we're looking at the Bean model. And from the bottom, how good does this look? It looks like it's milled from all one piece. Now I have to say, I'm looking at this, and let's take this off here. I'm getting very much Scotty Cameron Golo Select vibes when I'm looking at it. It's like the rounded shape to this putter. Take this flag out and get this test started. But yeah, the rounded shape, the look of it being all one piece, definitely gives it me those Scotty Cameron Golo Select vibes. This putter right here is £129, whereas the Scotty Cameron is going to be, well, it's going to set you back probably £430 plus. Maybe you can get it a little cheaper, but it's going to be upwards of £400. So this is definitely the opposite end of the spectrum. And from the research that I've done, you're getting quite a bit for your money here. Okay, so this is the first part of this challenge. We're going to start at around 2 feet and work out to around 5 feet. We want a putter that feels solid. We want a putter that, in my opinion, is easy to line up, also has a nice weight to it. And I'll be honest, I've got this in my hands right now. The grip, it does feel a little cheap. It does feel a little plasticky, but I have to say this, the overall weight, it feels spot on. It really, really does. But look at that grip there. I mean, you could change it, but yeah. Can you see what I mean there? It looks a little plasticky, doesn't it? Like it's got like a, yeah, that's that sound. It does feel a little plasticky. Now, what are your first thoughts of this putter? I absolutely love the matte finish. It might scratch a little easily, and I really do like these 3 lines as our alignment aid. It gives you, in my opinion, an easy way to line this putter up. And I also like this little detail in the backside, Chicago, Illinois. I'm guessing that's what it stands for. But yeah, I mean, those lines, they look good, don't they? So you could pretty much buy, for the price of Scotty Cameron, possibly 3 to 4 of these. And to my Lab Golf putter, you could possibly buy 5 or 6. So first impressions when I'm placing this putter down behind, the 3 white lines make it very easy to line up. I do really like the thick top edge too. Now, my first opinion of the weight of this putter was that it was good, but I have to say, I don't know, I'm starting to maybe think otherwise right now. Let me hit some putts here. Whoa, snuck in the side door. Oh. Yeah, I do like the look of that down behind the ball. It feels solid. It feels, I'm gonna say it, Scotty Cameron-esque. It really, really does. First 2 putts, that felt so easy to line up, you know. So easy to line up. I do like this neck too. Well, it's just past those short putts with flying colours, and I'll be honest, right? They're the knee knockers that we know we should make, but sometimes we don't. So first bit of feedback right here. And when I'm talking about the neck of the putter, I'm talking about this bit here. It feels quite long, quite extended, which I'm really enjoying. I'm also really liking the minimalistic look, where you've just got the Wilson logo here in the corner. Really gives it that premium look. It's subtle. Wilson have also combined this with an anti-glare finish. And I have to say, like, look how sunny it is right now. That dark matte colour does make the ball pop. And then combine that with the white lines, it does make it quite punchy. I did mention these white lines, but I also like this thick top edge here also. Sort of creates a nice barrier, a nice 90-degree angle. Yeah, I'm a really big fan of that look. So let's step these out a little further. Let's head to that medium range putt. Let's walk this out to around about 6 feet. Let's go around about 8 feet. And then let's take this one sort of around that 10 to 12 feet. Now, one thing I would say, if we're looking at the budget end of the spectrum, money is going to be saved in certain areas. Maybe the quality of the shaft. But I'll be honest, for most of us, does that matter? Also, the quality of the grip. Does that matter? No, I don't really think it does. But I am happy they've decided to go with a thicker grip, because if you think, most of us, our hands are far too involved in a putting stroke. So if it comes in a thin grip, we end up changing it anyway. You're not going to have to do that. I mean, look at the down here. That's the thickness we're dealing with. A really good thickness in my opinion. I think it's now time to talk sound and feel off the face. Let me hit some longer putts though. I need to get myself in tune. Tell you what, these are the putts you want to make, aren't they? I think this is just off the left side. Just off the left side. What on earth just happened there? That was a beautiful putt. Beautiful putt. Now, before I was talking about the minimalistic look, that continues to the bottom. Again, this is something like you would see on a Scotty Cameron. Not much going on, nice and minimalistic. So sound. Sound, sound, sound. Let me move this ball out the way. And we'll sort of get a few acoustics just sort of popping it up and down. I have to say, I do like the clicky, solid, dull sound. It's not, I mean it's the nicest way possible, cheap sounding. And I'll be honest, I think this is down to the fact that you are getting a milled face. And Wilson called this our double milled face pattern. Ensures a consistent feel and roll. And you can sort of see that in there. They're like circular. Like look at this here, they're like circular. Let me get some light on that. You can see sort of the circles that go round the face. Again, I'm going to say this, very premium style putter. Look, if I hold it there like that, you can sort of see those circular milled pattern on that. Yeah, I like that a lot. And you can see that neck there, how extended it is. So it's solid, it looks good, we've got a milled face. So over £129, that's pretty good, right? This weight, it does feel a little light in my opinion, I have to say that. Let's see if we can actually hold one from here now. Second putt, medium range. It does feel, I mean it's windy today, it does feel like it's going to go a little bit wavy around in my hands. And I think, to be honest with you, that is one of the things that you do sometimes tend to get when you are at the, I'm going to say this the nicest way possible, the cheaper end of the spectrum with putters. Right, let's see if we can actually hold a medium length putt. Oh, I've left that right in the jaws. Right in the jaws. I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't very happy with how I hit those first 3 medium length putts. So I've decided to repeat it. I'm gonna hit the 3 same putts again and let's see how I get on. Now, the first putt I hit away, straight in the middle. And I'll be honest, I think the first time I hit that putt, I did hit a good putt. Just this time, it really did hold. So hitting this second putt, I really do feel it is on the lighter side of weight with this putter. I mean, the ways you could get around that is adding a little bit of lead tape, just on the bottom here to get it feeling a little heavier. And on that final putt, again, I hit a little bit of a weak one. But easy to line up, looks great down behind the ball. It sounds perfect, like it's everything that I would look for in a putter right now, and it does feel solid off the face. Now on our final test, these here, and the aim of this game is these long putts off the green for around 40 feet. One a bit further out, 45 feet, and one from the fringe. How many can I get to finish in this zone? Because we don't just need a putter that is good for the short and the medium ones. We also want to have that feel from distance. And if it's on the light side, maybe this is where it will start to falter a little more. What are you thinking of this putter? Would you spend £129? Would you look at this and go, yeah, you know what, for a budget putter, what more could you ask for? Now you're probably thinking, Alex, why are you looking and finding the best budget putter? Well, simply, you asked me to. This channel is powered by you, the viewers. This was a question over on my Instagram saying, what is the best budget putter? And I'll be honest, I think we'll find in this one is just a few little things that are, I guess, things you've got to look out for. Let's start from this one with the fringe and we'll work slightly closer. How many do you reckon we can get inside that little square? Right, okay, first putt up. Have a few practice strokes, Alex. That's a little more high pitch, but that's a solid putt. Simmer! Oh, it just touched the back. It maybe would have gone a couple of inches past that. Maybe gone a couple of inches past that. So let's hit putt number 2 from distance. Now again, this is a really good putt and it just creeps in the front edge. But after hitting this putt, I am starting to feel that the weight of this does make it, in my opinion, a little bit harder to get the pace control on these longer putts. This is, I guess, something that's a little bit more feel-based and something that I'm used to. This might feel heavy compared to something you're used to. But this is just a comparative feeling of what I like in my golf swing, what I like when I putt. I would say this though, I mean, you're not gonna hopefully not gonna three putt from those 2 putts. See if we can get this one. So this one is 34 inches, by the way. Right. That could be in. That could be in. Oh. So I have to say, those 3 long putts did surprise me. Even though it felt light, felt like it was waving around a little bit and then therefore hard to get that feel of what to put into the putt. Looking at these down, and they're all pretty consistent, aren't they? I can't really grumble. Okay, let me summarize this for you. Like, I know this is a bit of a thing, right? But you can actually flick your ball up with the back of this too. Oh, he says, trying to do this. So, things to look out for. The grip feels a little cheap, feels a little bit plasticky. The overall weight of the putter feels, in my opinion, a little bit on the light side. And the head cover, which is a minor thing, looks and feels a little bit cheap. I do think that Velcro would go and that grip would probably wear very quickly. But I have to say this, do those things matter in terms of grip and head cover? No. So let's take those out. Well, I say no, they are a big thing. But in terms of, is that gonna help you, or hinder you holding putts? No. The only real big thing that I have to say is the weight of this. Like I keep saying, in my opinion, it's a little on the light side, but it's easy to line up. I love the white lines to the thick top edge. I love the overall look and colour of the putter and the shape. It's very Scotty Cameron-esque. It's minimalistic with a milled face. What more could you want for the price point? So in my opinion, this right here, apart from a few things, is probably one of the, if not the, best putter, cheap end of the spectrum, or cheaper I should say, for 2024. It looks good, minimalistic, milled face. What more could you want?